The Public Relations Committee, Dr. Ramachandran, has concentrated on two specific areas for public relations this year. The first is in terms of public relations to the youth, towards the youth. That is one of the sector which the committee has directed its attention. And the way we have tackled it is by circulating the Rotarian magazine. The back issue has shown a lot of interest in the Rotary magazine, and I understand he is in the process of getting this subscription for the year. I don't know whether it's already been done. So that is as far as the sector of youth is concerned. The second sector I mentioned earlier was our own club. In some of the meetings that he has held, he has been consciously trying to do this particular thing, which has been a great help as far as the committee's work is concerned. To our mind, to the committee, which consists of quite a number of public relations people, people like Sudha, people like Chandru, Mahatmesa, all people who have been associated with taking care of public relations. We see public relations is a method by which you can achieve some purposeful relationship between the Rotary Club and its designated community. And it is not something where we just want beating our own backs or patting our own backs to say we did this, we did that, or that. So that has been the approach taken by the committee. Main Rotary, a powerful and purposeful relationship when it comes to the community, whether it is through proper news messages to the area or through the anywhere. That is what has been our aim.
I want to highlight on this revenue of service. One is the family involvement. The RI has given us directive that we have to involve the family more than what we are doing right now, up to now, into the Rotary affairs. It's my personal opinion that we invite our families and our children only for functions like fellowship or for a governor's visit or charter night, things like that. But it looks better, it works better if our children are exposed to the various programs that we are doing. For example, we just now went and saw what the Australians have done here. Probably we would have to expose our children, our adults, to this sort of kind of things that others are doing here for us. That builds a better image of Rotary in their minds than what it is doing already. And next year being the year of the family, it has been suggested that probably one meeting, maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, according to your convenience, should be a family meeting. All the Rotary Annex are involved in that particular meeting, and the program will be decided by the Annex and the Annex. What I have advised and what we have worked in the other clubs and which is doing well, this program seems to do well, is this. That is, we choose one of our Annex and ask the Annex to attend 2 of the meetings to see how we conduct a meeting. On that particular day, that Annex will conduct a meeting. That Annex will decide upon the speakers. It may be one of the Annex of our own club. It will be better. So they get an exposure to public speaking and other things. The President of the Company calls a meeting to order. The business session is over quickly, and then he hands over the procedures to the other Annex. And the Annex does the greeting, wedding anniversaries and birthday, all the greetings and all that, and conducts the rest of the proceedings of the meeting. And then, of course, winding up the meeting, the President takes over and does it. We have tried this in some of the other clubs and it works well. And when the children are involved, naturally the mothers would like to come and watch their children do this. And if the mothers are coming, the fathers have no option but to attend to and also go down. So there's another thing. And as far as public relations, Pandu, I have received a letter from RI President Bill Huntley. He has asked us to have a program which he calls the Rotary Window. In essence, what he says is that Rotary should be made more visible by individual clubs. So, for example, Rotary Club of Madras has got so many people who are in the advertising business and all that. Like how you have a shop window in front of your shop where you exhibit your wear. Now, you have to decorate a window like this, showing all the programs, Rotary International program, your club program, by photographs and banners or whatever. I'll leave the modalities to you. If you do that and call it a Rotary Window, throughout the district we are going to do this. And I have been asked to select 1 or 2 best exhibits and send it to Bill Huntley. Bill Huntley will choose 1 or 2 programs from each district, and this will be exhibited in the next convention at Nice in France. This is a thing that I would very much request you to do. The third thing is, of course, there's not the time for this, but it has relevance to this, is international service. If you find an international service, you know, for getting the RA President citation, he has given various parameters in each avenue of service. All the other avenues of service are easy to do. What we are doing already is covered. It's only the international service where there is a little difficulty because the parameters that he has given is very difficult. But one that he says has got some relevance to public relations also. He says, please conduct an international exhibition. And at an international exhibition, your club should exhibit those international programs in which your club has taken part. We've taken part in Polio Plus, we've taken part in GSC, we've taken part in Ambassador Scholarship, all the foundation programs your club has taken part. So all you got to do is write messages, show photographs, maybe make some posters or hand-drawn bills and things like that, and make a small exhibition to the public. I mean, make an exhibition to the public. Now, public becomes difficult. So what I have been doing is, I have been advising the other clubs to invite the Parents Teachers Association of the road track clubs and intrack clubs. That's public. Now, anyway, the children are exposed to Rotary. It's the parents who are not exposed to Rotary. So that part of the public, plus the road trackers and intrackers and the teachers can be requested to attend this exhibition. And it would serve not only for you to qualify for the presidential citation, but also it would help as a public relations program. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Can I just ask a clarification, about this Rotary window? Where could I get more details of the president will be there?
Yes.
Try to around about the family exposure. I think in Benjamin area, as part of the duties of the district chairman elections committee, has organized Christmas get-together in a farmhouse with families of Rotarians of this club and 4 other clubs. I think Midtown is also included. I think it's a good beginning and it will pave the way for more exposure to the family.
Our thanks to Mr. Governor for his valuable suggestions. We will certainly see that to what extent can be implemented. I think all of them can be implemented. We will try and do so in the next couple of months or so. Now, I now call upon Dr. Burkis Chuma, Director of International Service, to present his plan.
5 avenues. We had regular meetings every month with the chairman and co-chairman. And we have already had one meeting with all the members present. This was a very useful meeting in all our monthly meetings. We discussed the programs and we were able to implement it in a very systematic way. I will briefly go through the various committees. Under the board committee, headed by Chairman Mahendra Dada and Mr. Padeva Prakasham as the co-chairman. They done a wonderful job, and I would request Mahendra Dada.
And in addition to that, in addition to a district audit which was conducted under the Revenue Service, the Rotary Club of London has agreed and sent us a commitment letter that they will be forwarding us a check for $5,000 for augmenting our funds and efforts for providing artificial intelligence to the needy people.
Planted mangoes in the additional 5 acres which we purchased last year. We will be completing the tractor shed and the storeroom and the threshing floor which we are planning to build this year. One good news is that for these boys to complete this education in Rotary only, now we are trying to get them.
Free at home and give them nice kids so they don't miss their home. Another, we wanted to give a farewell party to them in the month of March. And thanks.
In the unavoidable absence of the past, Mr. Governor R.K. as chairman of the Governing Foundation Committee, it has been my duty to offer you what I have been doing on behalf of the Rotary. This year, Governor R.K. has set a target to collect $20,000 for
worldwide. And one more action which we have taken yesterday was that five polio affected children, we have agreed to give them help them in restoring them to the normal way of life. This has been announced by me during the school function. I think this also has to be pursued by Benji. On the Rotary Foundation, I would like to add to what Somo has mentioned, that we will certainly request some of the new Rotarians who are joining us to become RRS fellows. But we have to stop with persuasion. We can't do anything beyond that. We can only request them, and they have to, I'm sure, if this is properly explained to the Rotarians, they will certainly agree. I think at least 50% of the members who are joining us in the Rotary class will agree to that. Now to attention, Mr. John.
And Sergio, and the other programs that you're doing as international service like Vision 2000, etc. Now, to answer Somu's question first, I'll take that up. We have been having this program by which we said that if an individual takes an insurance for 31,400 rupees, which is the full Paul Harris amount to be paid in rupees, and then he keeps paying the premium every year, and he bequeaths this insurance to the Rotary International, then he is considered as a benefactor, and he gets a benefactor recognition. This is what we did. And at one particular point of time, there were about 75 benefactors from our district, of whom only 5 were paying their premium this year. The rest of them, we don't know where they went and what happened. I am a regular. So Rotary International views this with a little suspicion as far as Asiatic region is concerned. This benefactor scheme works very well in the United States because they give a declaration saying that their premium can be deducted from their salary, so it's deducted at the source, and so they don't have that problem. But here we are now suggesting an alternative. Yes, we have discouraged people from becoming benefactors. Encourage it from our area. But as an alternative, I have got a suggestion to give you. There is another scheme called bequeathing. Now, bequeathing goes like this. You put 31,400 rupees in a fixed deposit. Bequeath it to Rotary International. But as long as you are alive, you can be enjoying the interest that comes out of it. You can take the interest. This is one program, bequeathing. But it doesn't get a Paul Harris recognition. It gets only a recognition as bequeathing. That's the only problem there. Now, as far as PHSM is concerned, I would like you to view it like what I'm going to tell you now. Every year, you have to pay only $100. $100 is about 3,100 rupees per year. Break it down to every month, it's about 250 rupees. Break it down to every day, it's only 8 rupees. So, every time in our district, we find that the district governor is asked to give a target, and he gives a target, and he spends sleepless nights wondering whether he's going to reach the target or not reach the target, and we have to go for a fundraising program, etc., etc. It's a big trouble. Of course, this year, the fundraising program chairman of the district has been very active. I'm very happy to share this with you. We have raised a net of 4.5 lakhs in one day's performance of the I'll answer that from 2 angles. One is, our foundation has supported so many international programs, and we in India have been the recipients of most of their international programs. But for them, we would not have eradicated measles in Tamil Nadu today. Every medical center that they take me, I ask them, are there any measles cases reported here? You'll be very happy to know there are no measles cases now here. So this has been achieved by the international program. Now come to polio. I don't know whether you know this. About 4 years back, the annual occurrence for polio was 16,000 cases in a year, 4 years back. This year, from last March to this March, there have been only 124 cases reported. What a difference. Who achieved this? The Polio Plus program achieved this. We achieved it. The Rotary International achieved it. And if there had not been a WCS program, if there had not been a foundation, the Rotary would not have given us 300 crores worth of medicines and equipment required for this eradication. When we have been the beneficiaries to that extent, what are we doing? Have we not come to the stage when we look around the world and recognize that there are other countries which need help more than what we need right now, and give part of what we took from the world? Should we not have to do that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the only thing. I will tell you another thing. Now there is a share system. According to the share system, whatever money we give to foundation is not sent to United States or the country itself. It's kept in India in a fixed deposit for 2 years. The interest that accrues out of it is used for administration of the foundation programs. It's not for the members, not used for salaries, administration of the programs. 2 years later, 60% of what we contribute is given back to the district. Only 40% is used for the 3H programs, the world programs. Of the 60% that I received this year, I am sending 2 ambassadorial scholars from our district to study abroad. 2 youngsters who would not have had this exposure to foreign studies but for Rotary. 2 of them are going. We are getting 1 extra GSE team. A GSE extra team costs $15,000. An ambassadorial scholar of 1 year costs $21,500. So I have done that and kept $25,000 aside for the matching grants that Ramachandran was telling you, of which I have given you already. I have approved 2 programs. Ramachandran, I did not mention it, and others also did not mention it, but I'll tell you, you have got another wonderful program of supporting a governmental organization, namely King Institute, Guinea. You are going to provide there some instruments which will differentiate between wild virus and vaccine virus. This is not being done right now. Because it is not being done right now, when we identify virus, we don't know whether it's an active virus or the passive virus that we ourselves hold into the child's mouth. So that is the situation in which we are, and your club has undertaken to give equipments to King Institute, Guinea, and for that we have already made an appeal for a WCS program. And for that also, I have agreed to give $5,000 that you are expected to give on share program. So to the Rotary Club of Madras, I have given 3 WCS programs. I make an appeal. What will Rotary Club of Madras give me back this year? Not for myself, but for the man who is going to follow me after 2 years. Should I not strengthen his hand? Should I not strengthen the hand of the Rotary donors who follow me? What is it that Rotary Club of Madras would do? If I ask myself this question, my mind tells me, looking at the people who make up the membership here, looking at the number of members here, I'm not asking you to do entire Paul Harris Fellows. You do that. But I place this request to you, 8 rupees per day. If each one of you cannot give, I won't believe that you cannot do that. Cent percent PHSMs I want you to become. When I say this, I have got another idea also. I have been asking all the clubs